for fitness, like it comes in your lifestyle. Initially you have to push hard, follow a strict diet and all, do workout, and then it becomes your lifestyle. Same way for French. For 1 or 2 months you will have to push yourself hard, then it will become your lifestyle. Like,
et quel est le rôle de la nourriture pour le fitness, pour être en bonne forme?
Nourriture, c'est vraiment important parce que si vous commencez votre journée avec une bonne petit déjeuner, vous aurez beaucoup de l'énergie pour bien commencer la journée. Et let's say Québécois, they'll be like more zzz sound, après-midi,
difficile, c'est difficile.
And like from France, you'll hear like après-midi. They'll have their lips in a certain way.
Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So आज मेरे साथ हैं Rishik, how are you?
I'm good, Ram. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. So today we are going to talk about a lot of things. Okay, firstly your overall life in Canada and life in Montreal specifically, and also we are going to connect the French route that you took, learning French while being in Montreal and overall. So yeah, let's get started right from the beginning. First of all, how has everything been in Canada? Like, how did you plan to come to Canada, and then what made you finally take all these steps?
So like it has been a roller coaster, definitely. Like we come here and then we realize like along with our study, we have the excitement of living away from our family, but then it's like you have to do your part-time job. You have to manage certain things, your own food and everything, your studies, and also it's all about balancing, and it has been ups and downs, but so far it's going great.
Okay, sounds good. So tell us something about your profile. So have you done bachelor's from India? Like, what's your overall profile in terms of
So I did my bachelor's in India, that is in mechanical engineering, and then coming here I did my master's in industrial engineering from Concordia University.
Okay.
And currently I'm working full time.
Perfect. What's your job prospects like?
I am a material planner right now, and it's related to supply chain, what I studied in industrial engineering.
Okay. And talking about Montreal, the city Montreal, okay, how's your experience with Montreal?
Montreal is very happening. Like no matter which type of person you are in fitness, you love photography, filming, you are someone who are towards the artistry side and all, like no matter what genre of a person you are, what kind of a person you are, you will be loving Montreal. People here and everything is so amazing.
Okay. And have you been to Toronto before?
Toronto, yes, once I have been there.
Okay. What difference did you see in terms of like physically, looking at the city as well, in terms of architecture and overall vibe?
Yeah, here of course you'll be getting a little bit of that European vibe, because I've personally been to Europe as well, Germany and few different countries in Europe. So I can connect, like here you have a different vibe and it's busy, but at the same time there is something like you'll like about the city, like convenience and restaurants and all. Like you'll see a culture here.
It's not like a bland, it's not a bland experience. It's a mix of all the other things.
Yes. You'll see like you'll get more exposure to different things, because you'll see people from many different countries here. Yeah. So overall, like to broaden your horizon and to grow, that was the difference I saw.
When you came over here, you wanted to pursue your studies. With studies, how was part-time job? Because main angle that I also want to touch today is regarding finding part-time jobs in Quebec, specifically in Montreal, because a lot of students, we come over here, then we realize that, we have to learn French in order to get better jobs. So how was that experience for you? Like, how did you find job despite being someone who has just came to Montreal without knowing French? I guess because when you started, you did not know French, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I came to Montreal, like the mindset was among the student community was like, once you do your masters, you have a job, you'll get the invitation, show intent to move or something, and otherwise you yourself move outside Quebec and you'll get your PR, and there's no point like staying here and learning French. It takes a lot of time. Because of part-time job, initially I went with the flow, like do that restaurant job, do that warehouse jobs and all. So even I was part of that. I started in a supermarché, then moved to restaurant, then warehouse. But yeah, from every place I was changing 2 months because like with my studies, physically being tired and having that pressure of you can't use your phone and all, and it was very strict. So being a student, a master student, it was very difficult for me. So then I thought, okay, if I want to get like a good reception job or something wherein I can peacefully, even with the job, I should be getting something out of it. So I started learning French, and how it was like, I just wrote few sentences and I literally learned it, and I was just dropping my resume on the store. I was not applying online, not looking for anything. Wherever I was walking by, oh, this is a fancy cafe. Let's drop our resume here.
Okay.
When they used to ask me, like, what about your French? The first thing everyone asks in Quebec, like when you're applying for a part-time job, you know French? Okay, so can you speak something? And my sentence is like, je commence à apprendre le français and all those things. So je pense en anglais, puis je parle en français. Voilà pourquoi c'est un peu difficile pour moi. So all this, and they were like, oh, you have good pronunciation and all. And little did they knew, it's just few sentences that I know,
Okay.
and I am speaking it. So they're like, okay, come, and then once you are hired, like they'll teach you the things, and and I'll be like, okay, show me in English, but if someone French comes in, I'll take care of it. And then I did, because of French, like I got a good cafe where I worked, then a bubble tea shop where I was alone all the time. It was so peaceful, I can chill, I can do my assignments and stuff. Then a supplement store, and then I kept changing the job until I was satisfied with the job. But now I was in a peaceful phase of part-time jobs. And then finally I ended up with a part-time job at a gym, Concordia gym itself. And then, like French helped me because at reception, I heard Quebecois accent. Exchange students used to come even from France and they used to speak. My colleagues were local, like, in warehouse, you are not able to communicate with someone or restaurant. You just have to do the machine work. But I started learning it, and at that time I didn't knew that it's going to be helpful in future for PR. It was just out of like, I want to learn French, and if I'm in Quebec, I should take something, let's say even if I move out, but I should take something from here, and that was language. So
Okay. And now what is your plan regarding French? Because I know now you've started, like learning French with Frenchify as well. Yes. Overall, like how do you perceive learning French and then getting at that up to that fluency level? What's your overall plan regarding it?
So currently, like while I was like in this drifting way when I was learning French, like little from here and there, and then this immigration things came up, like certain rule came in, and the cutoffs and all are going high. And then I realized like what I know won't be useful to give a TEF exam, and I need someone who can who has done it, who has gone through that phase, and then can help me regarding French. So like 5-4 months back only, I was like in reels, I used to see you talking with strangers and all, and I was like, wow man, this guy, like this is something where I want to be. And I came across a video, so then I joined the government classes of French, and it was hard to manage, and their pace was something which was really slow. Like it was good experience learning over there, but in like 5 months I only did A1 and little of A2. So that was there, and it was very slow and repetitive. Like, so then I decided, okay, I'll contact you. I messaged you, and then we had a call. And currently to French, how I see learning French is so far since a month since I've joined your program, I can see like a lot of progress that I've made, and it's about flexibility and a smart way of learning, a combination of that is like really helping me. Even my colleagues at my company, they are seeing my progress, like whatever monologues and all we have in the courses, and they just like during Christmas time you gave a monologue, like what's your plan for Christmas and New Year, and there was something I did as an assignment, and then I couldn't speak. Everyone was asking in the company, and I was talking to them in French, and they were like amazed. Wow.
Oh, nice.
So currently I'm looking forward to continue with you. However, like whatever guidance you are giving, I have full trust in that, and in this little time only I've seen very good progress in myself.
Okay. Oh, that's good to see. And also, it comes with that temperament of positivity. I see you have a very positive temperament with the language, which is actually, it's kind of like, like adding like a catalyst to your language learning progress. So it's one of the best things, definitely.
Mindset will make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Will make a huge difference.
And how do you manage French with work and, because you're working as well, right?
Yes.
Are you currently on work permit?
Yes, currently on work permit. I have still 1.5 year left on my work permit.
Okay. So, how do you manage learning French with work? Because a lot of students or a lot of people who are watching, either they are watching to know more about Canada or they're watching to know more about French in itself. They have this, problem that if we are working full time, it's not possible to learn French. How do you manage that?
So first fix your mindset. Make a belief that it is possible, no matter how much time I have wasted on my work permit, whatever the scenario is. If you have good enough time, 7, 8, 9 months, 1 year, once decide that you want to do, and then think you will make time. If it's like you say, if it's in your priority list, you will make time. You have to say no to your friends, they will get mad at you, all those things will happen. But you will, and for me, with job, I manage workout as well and then French. So, once for fitness, it comes in your lifestyle. Initially, you have to push hard, follow a strict diet and all, do workout, and then it becomes your lifestyle. Same way for French. For 1 or 2 months, you will have to push yourself hard. Then it will become your lifestyle. The songs I listen while I'm going somewhere in bus, let's say 1 hour, I'll do listening practice. In night, if I'm very tired, I'll do some film, I'll watch some movie or something in French. So that way it will become a part of your lifestyle. You will start enjoying the journey of learning French. So that's how I look like. And then having a plan and a mentor, that is also, it's very important, so that you know that your direction in which you are doing hard work is
the correct direction.
Yes.
No, that is that's true. Let's talk about your overall plan up to PR as well, but after PR as well. What are you planning to do? Firstly, how you're planning to achieve PR? Because that's one of the main things. Because once we get a PR, that's when our career starts over here. So what's your plan regarding that right now?
So currently, with 1 year of experience and bachelor's and master's, I fall in that 490 to 500 points category. And I'm aiming in next six months, I'll book my TEF Canada exam. We'll talk on that, and as per your guidance, we'll proceed forward. So I'll book my exam. I just want to get this French thing done, and it's not like I'll be knowing each and everything of French. It's just I'll pass this exam thing. I'll get my 62 points, 62, 63 points, which are an add-on. And then after PR, my future prospect is I believe in my field, from supply chain where I'm working. Communication is something which is I can't get rid of. It's not that I can just sit on the screen and code or do something. I have to talk with different teams, engineering or production and all. So I believe French, with the advantage of French, I'll apply for the jobs wherein they need French, and I can learn more, polish more of my French with work. And even side by side, I do photography and filmmaking. So there also, it will open up good clients for me, with whom I can communicate in French as well. So professional and personal journey in both ways, I think it will be helping me. And PR, definitely.
PR, then it will be easy, because the thing is, once you solve this French puzzle, and then the other things are sorted out.
Because I realized indirectly it's going to be helping me in both the ways. So currently it's for PR, but both the ways, the hard work I'm putting on will not go in vain. That thing I'm pretty sure
right. And see, the other thing is, because even if we talk about, let's say if you did not need to learn French because of PR, if you still learn French, there is a huge benefit for you than someone else who does not know French, especially in Montreal, but also outside as well. Now, people, if you go to Toronto or if you go to those areas in Ontario, any area in Ontario, you'll see there is oversaturation in everything. Okay. And it's very difficult to find jobs over there, but it's very easy to find jobs which requires bilingual candidates. And So that's like, it's like in Hindi we say "Sone pe suhaga." So French is "Sone pe suhaga" in that scenario as well.
It will not harm you by any mean. Like it will.
Correct. So it's very important that we should never just connect French thing to just PR. Oh, PR.
Exactly,
We should see it as a skill which improves our overall life. Because I still remember, when I learned French. Firstly, I thought in the first 4 or 5 months, I thought it would never be possible. But then what started to happen is once I was learning it, and by the time once I cleared the exam, then I was like, okay, looking back to this whole year, I used to think it's not possible. Then I slowly kept on working hard, and then I was seeing the results. So once I started seeing the results slowly and steadily, it built like a positive feedback loop in my mind. Okay, like next week I saw more results, it motivated me more. I saw more results, it motivated me more. But when I cleared the exam, there was like a brain shift that happened that like if in 1 year I can learn French, I can learn a language right from zero, and if I can learn it to that fluency level, which is like CLB7 is not less, it's a very high level. If I can do that in 1 year, and that is also through self-study, like what else I can do in life,
Exactly.
So,
like it will impact other aspects of your life as well. Like you will get that energy, like okay, anything I can take, it's possible. Like
and I still talk to my others, students, those who cleared Darshan, Harleen, and now they are helping other Frenchify students as well. And they, when I talk to them, generally they mention me the same thing that, now they feel like anything in life is possible. It's just you have to do that regular practice and consistency. And I think it's applies to any other language as well. For example, my another language that I wanted to learn, that was Spanish, like we were talking earlier. Now I feel that now I know a key to any language, like how to open the lock of learning the language. Now that is possible, but it also applies to other things. For example, now you are interested into videography, and you have a career in that as well. You take it as a hobby as well. You just have to do it regularly to polish that skill. Okay, there is no magic key, there is no magic technique that can help you, right? So how French or how overall learning skills in life, how that changed your overall perspective into looking at skills?
Yeah, exactly. Like I talked about fitness. You just stick to it and things will change, and you will get exposure to different things which you'll realize like at that moment, okay, it's because of that what I did, what I started, and I stayed like through it. Even at that point you might feel like, okay, where it's going to be useful and all, but once you reach a certain place, like when I got my part-time job, everyone used to ask, Rishik, please can you refer me to this job, please can you refer me to this job. Even like and I'll not lie, like this validation makes you feel good, like because my friends from Toronto come here, I take them to places, Mont Tremblant and all, and when I speak in French with someone, they are like, wow. And they only have the perspective, why to learn a different language, like you'll get good opportunities, job in English as well, English only, like why to learn a different language and waste your valuable time, do some courses and all. But once they also see, they'll say like, wow, this is something at Amish, and this validation always feels
deep down so, they also know that it's valuable. They just choose not to put that hard work, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so Rishik, now you are in fitness field, okay, and now you also are learning French. So can you combine both of these things together? F plus F, fitness plus French. Can you speak something in French but regarding fitness?
Okay, so it's...
I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot, but just something to...
I'll talk about my journey, like because since it will be my own vocabulary, so I'll be used to it. Okay, so je pesais seulement 48 kg pour une taille de 185 cm. Et j'étais quelqu'un qui ne pensait jamais à la santé.
Okay.
Mais je me suis inscrit à la salle de sport comme le font les gens, mais quelques années plus tard, j'ai pris 25 kg plus de muscles et ma routine est quelque chose. Je suis très fier avec bien-être et santé.
Parfait. Et est-ce que tu fais de la musculation régulièrement? Est-ce que tu fais du sport et la musculation régulièrement dans la vie?
Oui, j'essaie de faire au moins 4 jours par semaine.
Parfait.
J'essaie mon meilleur 4 ou 5 jours par semaine.
Parfait. Oui. Et quel est le rôle de la nourriture pour le fitness, pour être en bonne forme?
Nourriture, c'est vraiment important parce que si vous commencez votre journée avec une bonne petit déjeuner, vous aurez beaucoup de l'énergie pour bien commencer la journée. Et oui.
Perfect. See, there you go. Now, see, the thing is, at this point, you are able to spontaneously speak the sentences, right?
Even something spontaneous comes up.
Yeah. I mean, we were just like having a normal conversation and just I asked you a question and you were able to respond to it as well. That means the
like
spontaneity is there.
Things and
connecting the dots. And see, the thing is, when you are speaking French, we don't even need to know that much higher level of vocabulary, right? Because we only use like very common words. We use common vocabulary and common words and common phrases. We repeat those more. And this is what happens in our languages as well. You know, if we speak Hindi, Punjabi, Gujarati or English, like we don't use, मुझे इसकी आवश्यकता है और मुझे ये we don't do it like that.
बस वो reading वाली बात है कि like one thing it really changed my perspective. I was really worried like how will I pass this, like how will I learn different things and all. And then you told like when you read certain things you have like 5,000 words and then when you listen something it's 2,000, but when you actually speak it's 1,000. So you don't have to worry about those 5,000 words
while speaking.
You just have to worry about understanding it, and that is happening like once you start learning. So that was something really valuable and gave me a perspective like don't worry about because it's our tendency when we read something it's like but we can understand but we'll not be able to speak the same thing.
Correct. And we don't really have to. So the thing is like, for example, if I give you like a French or not a French, if I give you an English novel, you'll be able to read and understand everything. So but that book might have like 20,000-30,000 words in totality in terms of vocabulary, but we don't use those 20 to 20,000 words in our spoken language.
We don't worry while having conversations. So for French also you'll not have to get worried about it. It's good that you are understanding, and then while speaking you will have your own set of vocabularies that you will be using more often.
Okay, sounds good. And how long have you how long it has been that you started the A2 level?
A2 level 1 month, 1.5.
1.5. So in just 1.5 months, this is a very good level, that you have improved on. So that's great. And now, do you speak French outdoors as well while you are somewhere in Montreal? Like, what do you do? Do you intentionally try to speak French? Do you intentionally speak English?
Yes. I try. Although I try at a cost of a little bit of humiliation that I'll have to face because eventually they switch to English after some time. But while ordering something or even at my company with my friends at work who know French, I'll always try to speak something in French, and if they reply and I'm able to understand, I'll try how long I can carry the conversation. But it's at the cost of a little bit of humiliation.
Okay. Now what you can do is you can say je parle pas anglais. You can just say I don't speak English.
Because initially how I started was voulez-vous parler anglais? Est-ce que vous parlez anglais? This was the thing literally, because coming to Montreal I thought everyone, like being at a supermarché where I was working, everyone was asking in French. So that was the sentence, and I'm like, I'll not learn French. This is a sentence I'll speak, and they'll switch to English. Oui, je parle anglais. And then they start in English.
Okay.
But now I'll not have to use.
Now you intentionally speak in French, right? That's good. That's good to practice.
Best,
Do you think now, because in our curriculum, in our programs, we 70 to 80% we focus on Parisian French, but 20 to 30% we also focus on Quebecois French. Do you think there is a lot of difference, or it can just be worked upon over time?
Yeah, I believe since like I have friends from France and also from Quebec, and I can see like little bit of difference. Like let's say Quebecois, they'll be like more z sound,
difficile.
And like from France, you'll hear like après-midi. They'll have their lips in a certain way. But I believe you as an immigrant or someone who is not a native is learning French. We don't have anything like that, Quebecois or France. It's like someone who's speaking Hindi, someone is from Punjab and Bihar and Gujarat.
Just
of course, they'll have their accent and own set of words, but this is something if you're in Quebec, don't worry about, even if you're learning French from France. How you will refine the language with your accent will make other people. It's just listening that is little bit challenging, like we discussed, like je ne suis pas, je suis pas, they'll cut and then little thing. So listening might be a bit challenging, but with exposure to language, you'll start observing the difference.
Correct. And see, that's the other thing, you know, when we are giving English exams as well, like IELTS or CELP, they're not really judging our American or British accent. What they're looking at is our skill to speak the language, to express ourselves. That's the same thing with the exam, like with the French exam as well. So we should never worry about, oh, you know, whether my French is, whether I have that French accent or that particular accent. Because it's not about the accent, it's about the flow. It's about the pronunciation flow and the overall comfortability that you have in
if you're using correct grammar, correct word, vocabularies, they will understand, and they don't expect any kind of accent from us. So like I told, just listening, that we'll have to worry about, and it will be done with practicing, but
okay, sounds good. Now apart from, you know, now we have talked about French. Apart from French, let's talk about your other hobbies, which is so are you mainly interested into photography or videography?
It's like photography, videography and video editing. Like these are things I can't discriminate. I try to give, like whenever I go for a photo shoot, I'll create some videos as well, and then I'll edit those as well. I'll put on YouTube, my Instagram and all. So I don't discriminate in all three of them. I try to run them parallelly. And I started with photography. Then for semester exchange, when I went to Germany, I thought, okay, I should have a small YouTube channel. I should show my loved ones like how how the things are here. So I started recording videos, and then it's like, okay, now editing also something I have to
you have to
parallel. So that's how.
Okay. And now do you have that YouTube channel where you upload your content?
Yes. It's my, like, although because of this studies and work and all, frequency is less, but I try to put some good videos on that.
Okay. And do you also do projects, like if any viewer is watching from Montreal and if they are interested in connecting with you for photography, videography, or like any project regarding that, I'll leave your information down in the description and they can connect with you as well. Okay. So if you guys want to get some nice photos done, just connect with Rishik.
Wow, thank you so much for it.
Having learned fitness, having learned this skill of cinematography, photography and video editing and French as well, and you know your own career which you are pursuing as well, which one thing, or it can be more things, which are the few aspects that you think are very important when it comes to learning any skill in general?
Okay, learning, like, this is the technique which first of all you should be having an interest in that. Like if you are doing something without interest, eventually you will drop it. And other technique which I used is, okay, now I know like French is useful, but someday I'll not have mood, because mood is the thing that will come in the picture. So how you can tackle is connect it with your ego. Like what I do is I have a checklist in front of my desk where I sit at home, where I study, and it will be like tracking the things. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'll put like 21 days, and then I'll tick mark. If I don't do that thing, let's say reading a book or learning French or editing at least one photo or doing something related to my hobby, playing guitar or something. So I'll have like 5 different things and I'll have the days. And then if I do that thing, and even if I do it for 1 minute, it will be counted. So that's how consistency comes up. And once you are consistent in that, and once you have a consistent, it's inevitable that you will not see progress. You will be seeing progress, and once you feel progress, you will start feeling good about it. So like stick to it for 21-30 days and have a progress in front of you. Friends will come, everyone will come and ask you what is going. You'll tell this thing to 10 different people, and they'll be like, oh, are you still doing it or you left it? And that's how like peer pressure comes in, and you
do it. Actually, I used to do the same when I was learning French. I actually used to tell to my friends, oh, I'm learning French, so that like, I can have that peer pressure that, 2 months ago, 2 months later, this person will ask me, are you learning French? Then I'll say no. How much shameful it will be that now I'm not learning.
People say like keep it secret when you do something. Tell it to everyone. They'll make fun of you, but that's what makes triggers your ego to.
Correct. And the thing is, no one really cares. Like if you do something or it doesn't do something, no one really cares. It's just to feed our ego, or it's just to actually, we sometimes think too much that, what other people will think or what he will not think. But people are actually so much busy with their lives, they don't really think about us.
Exactly. And once you you will have a satisfaction like, okay, I did it for 21 days, and don't put the pressure, okay, for 1 year I'll have to do the fitness thing or learning French or anything. just do it for 21 days, and after that I'll leave it. But on the 21st day, again, well, you'll be evaluating yourself. You'll see, okay, now this far if I've came, some more, and then that's how you ingrain it into your lifestyle, and
so it's more about tangible progress tracking. That you have to have like a physical thing that you can see to analyze your progress.
Yeah, you should see, like, now let's say we went outside, I didn't do anything bad calories as such, and I'll feel like, okay, I'm still in fitness. But when I see my progress and I see since 10 days I haven't gone to gym, like I've been eating bad calories,
then you'll come back to eating
you'll know, like, you'll not get that false dopamine. Okay, currently I am following the thing. You'll have a clear tangible thing in front of you. That's when your ego comes in the picture, and you want that satisfaction.
So the thing is, everyone has an ego. It's better to use it for our own for our positive rather than negative. Perfect. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you so much, Rishik, for sharing your experience of not only learning French but about your overall experience in Montreal as well. And thank you so much, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.